Piper Pinafore with wearing today. Fans of our Paige skirt from the second run will know this denim. It's a really beautiful denim milled in Japan. It has a little bit of a stretch to it, which makes it really, really lovely to wear. It washes amazingly, and as you wear it, it does sort of get softer. This would probably be my 6th or 7th time of wearing it, and you can sort of see that it's definitely sort of molded to my body as well. In comparison to the rainbow plaid that we released last week, I would recommend sizing down one. In rainbow plaid, I could wear an extra small or a small if I wanted. Definitely with this one, I have to wear an extra small. If I went to a small, it would definitely sort of be gapier. And because this fabric has stretch as well and will relax, I highly recommend jumping down one size to what you've been before.
And probably also with that too, with the sizing, you could easily adjust the straps. If you do like a loose fit for your pinafore, you could adjust the straps so they were straighter, and then that'll probably give you more room to move with the size as well. So if your normal size is left there, it might be worth giving it a go as well, because the straps being adjustable will definitely give you leeway with the room. It just depends, because once you wear it, it does give a bit.
It definitely does,
Probably good to size down if you can.
Yeah, if you can, And I think, like, obviously I've got it the crossover way, you can wear it the straight strapped way. I just think with a sort of like a block colour like this, I like to have the crossover because it adds like a little bit more detail. I've got it on with the Tightology tights today and leopard accessories, all leopard accessories actually. Yes, the more leopard the better. Then I'm going to introduce you to our Saskia dress. This is really beautiful. We did, Kel chose these amazing mustard buttons to go back with this beautiful, like it's like it's a linen and it has like a chambray through it, so it's a really beautiful weave. It has quite a weight to it. I definitely wouldn't say it's like a lightweight one or anything like that.
Definitely similar body to a linen, I
yes,
think. Like it's got a bit more drape because of the heaviness, but it'll be a really good weight for winter, but not too hot either. I think it's going to have that breathability because of the weave. So if fans of Saskia, it's going to be a good plane to layer with colours and stuff as well. So Saskia looks really cute with the skivvy underneath it in winter.
It does, and it looks really cute with this little combo underneath because it matches the buttons perfectly. In terms of sizing, we are saying you keep your same size as what you were in Heartbreak High. Tani threw them on yesterday and she was the same size in both, so it's not as small as like your Liberty ones or the Borrowed Wattle in the bamboo. This fabric, when you pop it on, make sure it is a little bit sort of snug. It will relax kind of like a denim. So if you can do all the buttons up, no problem, there's no gaping, but you do still feel it's like a little bit fitted, stick with it because it will sort of relax over time as well. Yesterday I popped up our new, oh my gosh, Paige pinafore. I do this. I name everything P so I remember, but then I just get everything confused. So you can watch a full video about that one because it is a brand new shape, so we wanted to do a full video about that. This is made from a linen tencel. It is beautiful, the weight's amazing, it comes in the 3 colours, but like I sort of said, if you want to watch the different videos on that one,
you'll get that full explanation.
You'll get the full explanation, how it fits and everything like that, but that is them as a little family.
And essentially it's our Paige skirt, but a little bit shorter because we did think for winter, like a lot of people want to do coloured tights and you want to be able to see a bit of your leg. If you want to wear high boots, this is a great length. It's not quite as long as some of our other pieces, so it will be a really good length for winter too, I think, which is important.
And it feels beautiful on, like, it's a really, the ranges for the winter staples that we used are all sustainable and all natural fibres, and it makes such a big difference in a plain because of the way it drapes and the way it hangs, and it looks really beautiful.
I think particularly with the Paige too, like it has that structured cut, but it does also have the drape from the tencel in it, which it's a good combination, like for someone who likes structure, like a denim or a stiffer fabric, you get that in it, but also like you kind of need a bit of drape because it is a full skirt. You don't want it to look like you're cupcaking out. So I think that's the good combo about that Paige. It's just the right structure. I think it was good.
Go back with our rainbow pinafores because lots of people wanted colours to wear and solid colours to wear underneath that. The 2 that I'm holding are made from a really beautiful fine wool. They're not itchy at all. It is a little bit hot today and I don't feel itchy in the slightest.
Very breathable because they're quite fine. I think like if you've had wool tops before, they're very similar to like a very fine baby wool rib or something like that. Same amount of stretch, really givey, but they're really breathable. Like I've even got a layer underneath mine and I'm not hot in it, and then I've got a fancy little wool cardigan over the top. So
A little bit of a sneak peek there. Now with the neckline, I will bring attention to, a lot of people have said to me, is it the Rizzo neckline? And I'm like, no. A Rizzo neckline is a traditional slash neckline, whereas if you lay it flat, there is no sort of gap.
Completely straight across.
Yes, you can sort of see here that it actually is kind of like an envelope neckline or
just a traditional boat
Traditional
neck
boat
that's quite
neck, yeah.
wide on the shoulder.
Yeah.
It still covers both our bra straps
Yes,
though without
yeah.
needing adjusting, so
Yeah.
it cuts at just the perfect point to stop at your bra straps.
Yeah.
So it's a good wide neckline,
Yes,
I think.
we wanted something that you could still see underneath the pinnies, and also something really good if you do layer underneath our Jessie dresses or
Yeah.
anything like that. They are a good full length sleeve and they are a really good neckline for that.
Yeah, definitely. And I think like with a straight across neckline like that, like we didn't have a traditional boat neck in our range, and I think it is something that works really well like with a V-neck over it. You can do something that's like a square neck and this still looks really cute, and you still get a little bit of colour in your face, which if you're doing our cardigans over the top and things like that, it does give you just like another texture. If you want to do a pattern clash, the stripes just work really well with something. But you know, block colour is always really easy for winter, so I think they're a really good option. The black is the same fabric as like our brie tops. If you've got any of those, the weight is really lovely, but it's a longer sleeve and it's got that kind of drapiness. The teal is just a traditional cotton lycra, nice and thick, has a really good hold and quite warm too for winter. So this one's got great body. I had that on for the photos last week and it just felt really nice, kind of like a putting on a hug. It's lovely.
Yes, yes. And the bodies of our boat necks are the same body as a brie top, same body as our basics that we've done.
They're a
for
little
like,
bit shorter than a
little
brie,
bit
though, aren't
shorter.
they?
Yeah,
We
they
didn't
are a
want
little
them
bit
to be
shorter.
super
We
long.
didn't want them super long, but they are sort of through the fit of the body. You pretty much stay, if you've bought any of our basics in the past, you stay the same sizing. You can also be either size, like I can wear an extra small, a small, and even a medium if I wanted. Our tops are very, our tops are very sort of stretchy and things like that. So don't ever sort of kind of go, if there is a size missing, you can be the other size on either side of it. Yeah.
Especially if you're layering, like a lot of people like a fitted top for layering. Like I would probably get extra smalls, even though I would traditionally wear probably a small in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I like a tight layer under things because then you don't feel like you get all the wrinkles and they don't kind of stick to each other too much. So that's always a good option too. Our last piece is our beautiful Valentina, which I've actually got on. You can see how beautiful and swishy it is. This one's made from 100% Tencel. So Tencel is like a natural fiber. We actually just specifically looked it up, so we gave you all the right info.
Yeah.
It's actually made from the pulp of eucalyptus tree.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a wood fiber. It has that beautiful drape. I don't know, we had a conversation last week about Tencel jeans and when they came in the late 90s, early 2000s, and how we all had a pair. So if you had a pair of Tencel jeans, you'll understand how beautiful and soft they are to wear. I know Chris took one of these home last week and pretty much lived in it between this and the pinafore. So it is a really beautiful drapey skirt. The length is really nice for winter. You can do little ankle boots with it. You could do flat shoes. I just think it's
sneakers.
it's a versatile shape.
It is. And just with the Valentina, crazy, but I actually don't own a Valentina. This is my first ever Valentina, so in however many years, this is the first one I own. And what I really like about it is the drape and how it falls. Sometimes for me on a Valentina, I feel a bit hippie in it, but I feel like in this fabric, because the weight kind of all falls at the hem of it, it just has this fantastic movement that I feel super comfortable
It almost
in.
feels like a fluted hem.
Yes.
I think because it's a panel skirt, and like if you lay a Valentina flat, they're basically big triangular panels that go the whole way around, which is beautiful in a stiff fabric. It does give you that fullness, but I think in this it really just makes it like a very fluty kind of like floated hem, which is just a completely different look to what we have normally in our things like our page, which actually has the stitching panels. Essentially the shape is very similar, but because that one has the linen in it, you do get that kind of structure to it. So the Valentina is just completely different, and I think with the pockets and the drapiness, it's so good for winter layers. Like it won't stick to your stockings.
No, it didn't. I wore it with
like
tights
that.
yesterday and it didn't stick at all. We wanted to sort of show you the difference of colour. I might walk up so you can sort of see. They're not the same colour. I've had a mental blank of the names.
So smoke on the pinafore,
Yes.
I think, and then petrol on the skirt.
Yeah, petrol
or
on the
vice
skirt.
versa.
Or vice versa. Yeah, but they are actually sort of different. This one's sort of a little bit deeper, a little bit richer.
Yeah.
This one would probably, what I'd sort of say is more of a traditional kind of charcoal, kind of grey. Whereas this one, depending on the colour you put with things, I think it can be a little bit more bluer. It can be a little bit more grey. So
And
just
you
sort
can
of
see
show
in
you.
comparison to a blue denim,
Yes.
like it is quite a teal tealy kind of green tone in it. So I think if you want the little penny to pass as like a charcoal grey, that will definitely work. But this one definitely has that bit of green in it, which makes it kind of like a vintage teal, I think. Like it's a really, really beautiful tone for winter. I think it'll just work like a denim. If you've got enough denim but you want an alternative, I do think that's quite a nice one, and it'll look beautiful with navy under it. And you can do a pop of colour with stripe. I think a lot of versatile pieces in the range in terms of colour. They're still bright for winter, but they're not too bright that they won't work in summer as well. So,
and I know we're known for print, and I think, but what we get asked for a lot, or when people sort of chat to us, they're kind of like, I've got so many printed tops, I don't have any bottoms, and vice versa. I have so many printed bottoms and no tops. So we often do really well with our staples range for that reason. It's a good sort of add-in. It's something that you know you're going to have in the wardrobe forever. And I think, like Kel sort of said, the colours are really different, and they're really complementary. So.
And I mean, who doesn't love a little mustard pinafore? That's going to be a really cute little piece for winter. I know Curbs took a lot of these pieces home, particularly that mustard. She was very excited about.
She had this massive bag.
Yeah, I think we're all big fans of these colours in particular. And as you can see from our little sneak peek, there's going to be a lot of very cute cardigan options in a couple of weeks. We're just testing them out today and doing a couple of videos to talk about. So we hope you love these in anticipation for those as well.
Cool.
So thanks.